Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I'll say a few words, followed by Noah Purcell, my Solicitor General, followed by Colleen Melody, who is the head of our Wing Luke Civil Rights Unit, and then we're happy to take your questions. For those on the phone, we'll try and get to your questions after we take some from the room. Bottom line, this is a complete victory for the state of Washington. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, in a unanimous decision, effectively granted everything we sought. We are a nation of laws. And as I have said, as we have said, from day one, that those laws apply to everybody in our country. And that includes the President of the United States. We've had a chance to take a look at the opinion. And one thing I just want to mention before I turn to Noah, then we'll take your questions, is throughout this litigation, the President has asserted that his actions in signing this executive order are unreviewable. And you heard the question posed by the Ninth Circuit judges in the oral argument this week. The question was asked, is it the view of the Justice Department that those actions are unreviewable? And after a rather lengthy pause, the answer was yes. Here's what the Ninth Circuit had to say about that. There is no precedent to support this claimed unreviewability, which runs contrary to the fundamental structure of our constitutional democracy. I'm so proud of our team. As many of you know, they've been working literally around the clock on behalf of the people of the state of this, on behalf of the people of this state. It's the folks you see here who we'll be introducing shortly, but also attorneys and professional staff around our office, in different offices spread out across the state, all working in different ways to assist us with this filing. These filings which have been done under intense time constraints, as you might imagine. So I want to emphasize this has been a team effort from this law firm. It is a very proud indeed for this law office. And I couldn't be more proud of the teamwork that's been involved. With that, I'm going to turn to Noah, who will, I'll ask him to say a few words and also just to summarize essentially what the Ninth
as a check on the executive branch. And that's what the court has done in this opinion, in this excellent opinion, this well-reasoned, careful, thoughtful opinion that seriously considered all of the government's arguments and rejected them. And it's important to recognize the real impact that this has already been having on people's lives. We've just been hearing from people all over the state and all over the country about what a difference this has made, and we're so thrilled for that. And I want to thank Attorney General Ferguson for having the bravery to bring this case in the first place and to authorize us to do all this. I thank the governor and the people of the state for all their support in bringing this case, and most especially I want to thank the people across our office, as the Attorney General was saying, people in my office like Ann Eagler, Kelly Paradis, Kelly Wood, Kristen, Wendy, anyway, I'm going to forget people, but the bottom line is we have an outstanding office here in the AG's office. People do public service every day. We're not usually in the limelight like this, and we're not really used to it, but we're proud to have been able to play this role. Just briefly about the opinion, it is, as the Attorney General said, a complete victory. It upholds the district court's injunction in every respect. And we couldn't be more pleased with how careful and thoughtful the opinion is. The judges did their jobs carefully and well, and we appreciate their work and thank them for the careful attention that they gave to this case. That's all I'm going to say for now, and I'll turn it over to Colleen.
And so, no, I think I mentioned, of course, is our Solicitor General who argued at the hearings before Judge Robart at the trial court level and at the Court of Appeals. And one thing I appreciate is the fact that this case has had there's been an opportunity for the public to see people who work on these cases, folks like the team you see here today. And Noah's a brilliant lawyer. He's doing an excellent job leading this team. Next, I want to introduce Colleen Melody. Colleen is the head of our Wing Luke Civil Rights Unit. I created that unit a couple years ago, 2 years ago. And as you may know, up until then, if somebody called our office with a civil rights complaint, despite the fact that we have close to 600 attorneys, we did not handle civil rights complaints on behalf of the people of the state of Washington in an affirmative way, which struck me as something that needed to be remedied. So we created a civil rights unit. You're seeing folks who Colleen will introduce who are part of that team. And while I did not anticipate at that time that the magnitude of a case like this, where that team would be pressed into service, I'm so glad and proud that we had a team of excellent attorneys and excellent professional staff in that civil rights unit who have the background, the expertise, and the work ethic, who really were prepared for this moment in time to bring this case to the successful results we've had so far. So Colleen Melody, last name spelled Melody. Colleen.